Name's Nicholas.
Nicholas. All right, Nicholas. So tell me about James. Give me a sense of him.
All right. So I've known James since I was 7th grade, and he's always just been kind of off the wall, crazy, super hyper. Which, I mean, he does have ADHD, so you kind of just get that with him. But yeah, other than that, he's always been like super creative, really funny, things like that, which I guess makes sense, him being into design major and all that now. But no, yeah, he's always been really funny, very creative, really good friend. He's always been there. He's a good listener. He's pretty good at like picking through things, like trouble solving and all that. Yeah, no.
Cool. And you guys hanging out a lot, like when he was dating Rachel?
Not too much, because he was out in Arkansas. I lived in Texas. So we didn't hang out too often, but I mean, we still texted, called, all that. And then during the summers when he'd come back, yeah, we hung out and Rachel would come visit and stuff like that all the time, for sure. Oh, yeah.
So what did he say when he got engaged? Did you know that he was going to pop the question before it happened? Did he talk to you about it at all?
Yes, I did. He told me. We talked about it. Just kind of went over like, oh, when and where, kind of things like that. Really excited for it.
Did he ever tell you like why he wanted to marry her? Like what it was about her that, you know, made him want to pop the question?
I mean, if you've met Rachel, it's everything really. But no, she's like just really sweet, caring, very loving. They're just good match. You know both of them. They're both really big nerds, and so like Magic the Gathering, Star Wars, Harry Potter, things like that. I mean, they just kind of clicked really well. A lot of things in common, which is awesome. No, yeah, and I'm sure all those things just kind of led to them being able to have those things in common and talking, and just allow them to grow that relationship better.
What do you see for the future? Where are they going to be in 10 years?
Well, I'd hope that Rachel's off being a teacher and all that. James is out designing buildings and houses and all crazy things like that. Now, I don't know exactly where they want to live though. I know that they'll be in Arkansas for a couple years until they finish their schooling and all that. I feel like they definitely want to live somewhere kind of colder, little foresty area, stuff like that. Yeah, we've talked about it a little bit, but I mean, nothing's set in stone. But yeah, just definitely doing all these things that they're planning on right now. Yeah, they're very driven people.
Cool. And last speaking, just look in the camera. Congratulations, whatever you want to say to your favorite couple on their wedding day.
Okay, awesome. Yeah, James and Rachel, love you guys. Super proud of you. Couldn't be any more proud. You guys are both really just outstanding people with crazy ideas and big goals, and I know you'll achieve them. And yeah, just thank you for letting me be here, and have a great life.
Killer. Congratulations. So, Laura, what can you tell me about Rachel?
She has a very strong personality, but not in a bad way. You know, everybody likes her. Everyone she meets likes her. Like, I don't know how else to describe it.
Hang on for the...
Yeah, we'll wait.
We might not have picked the best location. So yeah, tell me a little bit about Rachel. Give me a sense of who she is.
She is, I mean, like when you meet her, you like her. Like, she's very animated. She's very animated. She uses her facial expressions a lot, and she's a fun person to be around. And like, you never have to worry about like, you know, inappropriate jokes or, you know, making bad choices. She's just overall, she's a good person, and she's a fun person to hang out with. So she has lots and lots of friends, and lots of people like her. Even though she might not always think so, but it's true. So.
What was it like growing up with her?
I mean, I was her older sister, so she and I didn't always get along, but I don't know. I guess we're sisters, so that's what that is, I guess. But I mean, she usually got to, you know, do things earlier in life than I got to, just because I was like the guinea pig, and then she got a better sense, and so she probably made better choices than I made. Just from that, so.
What did you think about James when you first met him?
I thought he was awesome.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like me and James kind of clicked in a little bit. I think, you know, they say you usually meet someone that is similar to people you grew up with or people you're close to in life. And like, you know, I see a lot of my husband and my dad and his brothers and stuff. And I see like me and James have a lot of similar personality traits. You know, I felt like we got along pretty quickly right away. He's just a cool guy. He's kind of funny, just kind of a little weird, but in a good way. You know, makes people laugh. So.
What did Rachel say about him when they first started dating? Did you ever like talk about him as you were gossiping about your boys and stuff?
I think, well, she actually had a crush on him a couple months before they started dating. Or a couple months before they really became friends. And I remember her talking about how she really liked him a lot, but she had made herself a promise not to date freshman year. And so she was like, but I really, really like him, and he's a really good guy, and he's really fun to hang out with, but I wasn't gonna date. And then I was like, you just need to get over it and just do it. And I don't remember how they started dating, but they did, and she was so happy because she had a crush on him for such a long time, and then he was a friend, and then they started dating, so it was like, she already knew he was a good guy, so yeah.
So as the older sister and guinea pig for everything, looks like you've done the same thing with marriage, you know. What's your advice for her?
Make sure to talk all the time about everything. Nothing is off limits, I feel like. Just communicating, being a good team, I think, is important. And like, I don't know, like my husband is like my bestest friend in the whole world, and I think that's how it should be. And I think Rachel and James are very similar in that they're best friends, they share everything. So keep doing that. keep talking about everything, sharing everything, you know, communicate. When you're not happy about something, talk about it. Don't just hold a grudge and not say anything. So
cool,
yeah.
Last bit. This is just where you can say whatever you want to say to your sister and or James on the day of the wedding.
Okay, James, we're happy to have you added to the family. And Rachel, good job picking someone who's a good person and a good partner to have. And we look forward to having all this future together as a family. So, yeah.
Killer. Great. And all right, so Mel, first of all, I just want you to kind of tell me a little bit about Rachel. Give me a sense of who she is.
Rachel is the sweetest person on the planet. Just hands down, she cares about everybody, wants to make everyone happy, and she's just great. So that's just Rachel in a nutshell. And James, he's just hilarious. He's funny, he's nerdy, he's a little bit of punk. He'll get mad that I say that, but he's a little bit of punk. And I don't know, they're just perfect together. He's so kind and she's so kind, and they're fun.
Can you give me a memory maybe that makes you laugh about James, or something he did that was funny?
I don't know, he's so like quirky. Rachel and I were just talking in the car over here. He like wanted to carve her something out of wood, but he couldn't do it. So what he carved her was like a little like wood crystal like this big, but it's not quite a crystal, and it's got some like holes in it. And I don't know, I just feel like that explains James pretty well. He just wants to do so much, and even when he can't like fully do it, he still gives her something. I feel like that's James.
How did they meet? How did they meet and get together?
They met because Rachel was with her roommate and James was with one of his friends, and they just kind of met and just became friends. I don't know, they just were in the same group together.
Cool. What about, do you remember when she got engaged? Like what happened? And
Oh man, yes I do. Okay, so I've been bugging James for a while. I said, I need to know when you get the ring. I need to know what's going on. You have to keep me in the loop. So he told me when he got the ring, he showed it to me. He goes, I think I'm gonna propose over Christmas break. And I was like, okay, that's fine, but you have to FaceTime me immediately afterwards. Otherwise I will be so angry at you. It's like, and I won't be in your wedding or anything like that. So then, I don't know, I think it was maybe like a little bit after Christmas, because it was right around her birthday. And I get a FaceTime from Rachel, and I'm like, this can't be really happening. And then I open it and she's like freaking out and he's smiling, and I just started crying immediately. Just, and he's like, yeah, we're engaged. And I'm like, oh, was so happy. And it was just so sweet and so cute. And he just did it in such a simple way, which just really fits them. They're just walking downtown and just really fit them. And I just love them so much. I can't contain it.
Why do you think they're a good match together?
Oh man, because they're both super nerdy, like super nerdy, but like in a cool way. I don't know. They own their nerdiness. They totally do, but they really like understand each other. They're really good at communicating with each other, and I don't know, they've just always been like that couple. Everyone's like, oh yeah, Rachel and James, yeah, you know, like they're just perfect for each other.
Awesome. Last bit, this is where you can just kind of look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friend and or James on their wedding day.
Rachel and James, I can't believe it finally happened. Thank you so much for letting me be a part of this day. I love you two so much. I hope you have a great time on your honeymoon, and I can't wait to tell your kids about this day.
Perfect.
Awesome.
You grab the next girl and just send her out here. First off, just tell me a little bit about Rachel. What's going on with her? What's she like?
I think Rachel is very fun and outgoing, very sweet and kind to be around. She likes people to laugh and have a good time and just wants everyone to be happy. So.
And you're James's sister, right?
Yes.
So what did you think about like when they first started dating? Did he say, hey, I got this new girlfriend? Like, what did he say about her?
Well, it was first I have this new friend, and they weren't going to date for they didn't want to date the first year of college. So they quit hanging out, and then finally decided that they didn't want to do that anymore. So we were very excited that he found someone pretty similar to him and complimented him well.
What does he like about her?
I think he likes the same things. He likes that they can laugh and just hang out and be goofy together.
What was it like growing up with James?
Well, we always got along pretty well, and had several different adventures, and I don't know, it was good. I liked it.
What's a fun adventure you guys had that you like to reminisce about?
We like to explore in the creek next to our house growing up, and I like dragging him along to all my horse shows. I don't know that he liked it that much, but we had a good time.
Cool. Why do they work well together as a couple?
I think they work together because they're similar and both pretty easygoing and just want to have a good time. So.
Awesome. Last bit. This is just, look in the camera, say congratulations, whatever you want to say to them on the wedding day.
Congratulations, James and Rachel. I'm very excited for your future. I hope today was amazing and that you have a happy life together.
Awesome. Thank you. Kelly,
Yep.
right? Kelly. All right. So, Kelly, what can you tell me about Rachel? Give me a sense of her.
Rachel is a delight. And someone who loves the Lord and loves the people that she cares about and loves spreading joy and loves, being someone who is creative and thoughtful, and she loves to learn and just love on other people.
How long have you guys been friends?
We've been friends. We can't remember. It's somewhere in elementary school, about 3rd grade, maybe 4th grade.
Do you guys have a favorite story you guys like to laugh about? Something you guys did together?
Not one in particular. I feel like Rachel and I just have all of the years blended together, and we have a bunch of crazy stories, mostly from going on mission trips and camp and all sorts of fun church things and just general adventures.
Cool. So what did you think about James when you first met him?
I didn't meet James, I think, as early as the rest, because I don't go to school with her. So I heard about James before I met him, and I heard mostly Rachel being like, oh, Kelly, I wasn't supposed to, because I told myself I wasn't gonna date, but now we're dating. And then just kind of seeing how happy he made her. That was my first impression of him, I guess. Then he came to church and I hugged him even though he didn't know me.
Why do you think he was irresistible to her? What is it that attracted him to her?
Attracted him to her?
Or to him? Yeah.
I think James is attracted to Rachel because of how much he loves the Lord and how much she can see that in him, and his heart for other people and his heart for just becoming the best person that he can be. I think that was really attractive to her, and you can always see it in other people.
What do you think their future is going to be like? Give me a 5-10 year outlook here.
I think Rachel and James are both have a wonderful child spirit, and I think that their marriage in even a couple of years will be full of fun and laughter and being not only perfect for each other in love, but also best friends, and just enjoying life and bringing out the best in each other.
Awesome. Last bit, you just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friend on the day of the wedding.
Congratulations. I'm so happy for you, and I'm so proud of you, and I'm so thankful for everything that you guys have done, and it's been so wonderful to watch you guys show everyone what it's like to be a wonderful, godly couple.
Perfect. Thank you so much. Ben, how are you?
I'm well, how are you? What's your name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah the video guy. So, tell me about James. What's going on with this guy?
Well, James, I do remember the first time I ever talked to James. It wasn't in person. I stole Rachel's phone because I've known Rachel since I was 1. So I stole Rachel's phone and I texted James, "This is Ben. If you ever do anything to hurt Rachel, we will find you. We are legion and we are many." And he responded quite quickly, "I can't take you seriously because that's from the Bible and was said by a bunch of pigs," who then ran into the ocean. Which, that's when I knew, oh, I'm gonna be friends with this guy. And then, first time Rachel brought him to Colorado, I'm gonna give him the full shoemate treatment. So I just walked right up to him without saying anything. I hugged him, like not just a normal hug, but like full on deep embrace of a hug. And he was totally fine with it and hugged me back, and that's when I knew, this guy's cool, I like him.
So you've known Rachel a long time then. Why are they a good match? What makes them work well together?
Well, they're both shorter than me. And that's, yeah.
That's the main good quality?
No, James and Rachel are a good match because James he's a architect or interior design major. He's good at putting things together, and Rachel is an ideas person. So when they come together, she brings her ideas, he brings his ability to put things together. And I think with that sort of relationship, they can do a lot, not just inside their own marriage, but with the people around them too.
Very cool. Last bit, just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your buddy on the day of his wedding.
James, I love you very much. And I know you're going to do amazing things, and I'm super proud of you.
Perfect. Grab the next guy and bring him over here.
Yum!
There we go. So how do you know James?
Let's see, I think I met James when he was at Harding looking into clubs. He stopped by a Kingsman event, I think when we were playing Benson ball, throwing balls down at the fountain right outside of the Benson Auditorium, and said, "Hey, I don't really know anything about this club." And I said, "It's okay, we're chill enough, we really don't need to." And then he just sort of showed up at everything else, ended up joining the club, and we've been hanging out ever since.
So why is he a good friend? How'd you guys become friends?
I think mainly it was just the fact that him and we have similar interests, especially in terms of card games, but that he's also laid back about it while still teaching me a thing or two and wiping the floor with me.
Nice. You got any good James stories, fun memories you guys like to laugh about?
Oh, well, when I was at Harding in Kingsman, I sort of took over the office position of keeper, and I was the designated keeper of the books for years and years on end. And then, you know, everything was laid out, everything was nice, and then James took over the position from me. And suddenly the notes for our meetings were the most hilarious things, because he wouldn't even really take notes. He would just write down all the extra funny things that happened alongside the meetings, and yet somehow everyone still managed to use them to remember exactly what was said in every meeting, and I could never figure out how he did that.
Awesome. So what about Rachel? Why is she a good match for your friend?
Well, I met Rachel actually at Harding as well, and sort of spent a little bit of time around her. And I think the thing that made me realize that we were a particularly good fit was the fact that in Kingsman I was sort of the designated third wheel, because for some reason they thought I was really good at that. But then when I was hanging out with James and Rachel, I never felt like a third wheel. They were together, but without sort of pushing other people away, which is always something that's very important in a marriage, is that you're able to have other people around. It doesn't have to be just you all the time. And it sort of made me realize that with as well as they got along, and the fact that their interests, they were able to share their hobbies with each other, it made them seem like they're just a wonderful fit for each other. And so it's really good to see this marriage happening.
Cool, last bit, just you can look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your friend on the day of his wedding.
James, first and foremost, congratulations. You're going to do wonderful things in life, and now you've got a wonderful friend and partner to do them with you. I look forward to seeing where you go and seeing how strong your guys' relationship becomes.
Awesome. You got the next guy? Tell me about James. What caught your eye? Why did you fall in love with him? Well, give me a little bit about this guy.
Well, I thought he was really cute when I first saw him. And, I don't know, we just started becoming really good friends, and he was just an awesome guy to hang out with. He was just one of my best friends, and then I was like, I just know that I want to start dating him, so we started dating. And I don't know, he's just the sweetest guy. He loves me. He would do anything for me. I don't know, he's just everything to me. So yeah, I knew I loved him when this one night we had this whole long conversation about like dinosaurs and like just random stuff, and I was like, I love this boy. Like, he's just completely random and so fun, and he loves me, so yeah.
Is that when you knew you wanted to marry him?
I actually knew I wanted to marry him during my sister's wedding, and we were just all sitting around, and then my grandpa actually came out, and he actually like dropped his glass of water, and James just immediately went to go clean it up, and it was just the sweetest thing ever, and I was just so selfless, and that was like when I knew. I was like, yeah.
Tell me about the proposal. What was going through your head when it happened? What happened?
Well, I kind of expected it. I kind of expected it, and he kind of like took me around to some places, and I was like, oh, he's gonna propose to me here, and then he didn't. And then we walked to this other pretty place, and I was like, okay, he's gonna propose to me now. And then he still didn't. And then the third place he took me finally proposed, and I was like, okay, all right. And I was so excited. We called our families, and it was just, yeah, it was great.
So what's something you look forward to in having James as a husband?
He's just gonna be a lot of fun. We're gonna have lots of adventures. We're gonna cook together. We're gonna do laundry together. It's just gonna be fun. Even the mundane stuff, it'll just be fun together. So, yeah.
Cool. Last bit, just look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your groom on the day of your wedding.
I love you, James. I'm so excited to be with you for the rest of my life.
Perfect, thank you. A little bit about Rachel. Why'd you fall in love with her? What caught your eye?
Well, first thing caught my eye was that she was really short, and I was just like, that's adorable. And we got talking, and she was funny. She was a nerd like me. She let me be a nerd and didn't judge me for being a nerd. I don't know, she's friendly and supportive, nice, caring, loving.
So when you guys were dating, when did you know you wanted to ask her to marry you?
When did I know?
Yeah.
Probably at her sister's wedding. I saw her like being escorted down the aisle. I was just like, I would like her to be escorted down to me one day, I guess, in a way. Is that weird? Probably weird. It's fine. But yeah, I guess that day, that whole entire time, we were both stressing, trying to get everything done for her sister, and I don't know. I was like, that's the one. She's the one.
How did you propose? What happened?
We went to, well, she was in Dallas with me for Christmas, and she already knew I had the ring and everything, and she thought I was gonna do it later the next semester. But we walked around. I got a camera for Christmas. I guess me and my parents got a camera for Christmas. But we walked around downtown, took her to all the pretty lights, Christmas lights, and all the different parks. And each one she thought I was gonna do it at that one, but I didn't. Until the very last one, it was like the small, secluded, the little lights. I said, take pictures of the lights, and she turned around. And I got down on one knee. So she turned around. I was there. Surprise.
Very nice. Awesome. So what's something you're really looking forward to in your future as having her as a wife?
Honestly, just coming home and her being there, or just being home when she comes back. It's just exciting to be able to spend as much time as I want with her, hanging out, not doing anything, relaxing, wasting time, procrastinating, all the good stuff.
Nice. Last bit, you can look in the camera, say whatever you want to say to your bride on the day of her wedding.
Rachel, I love you more than anything. I am excited for this day. I've been waiting for it for 6 months, however long it's been. It came faster than we thought it would. Like, I came way faster than I thought it was going to, and you look beautiful and I love you.
Perfect. Thanks, man.